I'm gonna cut that first part out, and then this will be the new intro, okay? So we'll start from the beginning. Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live without ever having technical difficulties. If you have a question, please just ask it in the comment section and I will look at it, I swear, after the news. I do want us to give a special shout out to all of the winners on yesterday's baby shower. I did put them in the comment section, but congratulations to Latoya B, you won the Google Home Mini. Gregory O, you won the Galaxy Buds. Kimberly L, you won the Jabra 65T, and Andrew A G, you won the Osmo 2. We did have a hat pulling video, but unfortunately there was someone in the video, and I showed it to them, and they didn't like the way they looked because they didn't know they were in the video, and I didn't know they were in the video. So yeah, I'm not going to show that video, but I can say some of my guests might have been jealous at the winners. But congrats to everyone that won on YouTube, and for some of the guests that won the other prizes at the event too. Really a lot of fun at the baby shower and had a great time. All right, now let's get to the news topics of the week. So first of all, we're going to be talking about the Mate 30 Pro. Now, I am excited for this phone, but I'm going to let you guys know from the get-go, we are probably not going to get this phone for the channel. As you may have remembered, I basically asked you guys last week that if there was anything that you guys wanted me to get between the iPhone 11 Pro Max or the iPhone 11, and then take that $400 difference and put it towards the Mate 30 Pro. Everyone voted the iPhone Pro though, so it means we will not have the funds pretty much for the Mate 30 Pro. So as of right now, we're not getting it. I will reach out to Huawei, but they've told me on recent phones that if it's not coming to the US, which obviously no Mate 30 Pro is right now, that we will most likely not get review units. So yeah, so let's get to this phone, because I'm really curious to see how this phone will do, because again, the Mate 20 Pro was the second best phone of last year in our rankings, so I'm very curious to see how it's going to turn out this year. So here is the leaked image of it, although I really question this a little bit. Now, this is the standard white box kind of thing. They always have it wrapped around something so that you can't basically tell what the phone is. Overall though, I will say this is an extremely old search bar, but that might have to do with the fact that of course this will have a unique version of Android to them without the Google apps. Again, as of right now, it looks like this phone will not launch with the Google Play Store or any of the Google app services, so we'll have to wait and see if that changes upon launch, which again, the announcement says Thursday. Then we also have some leaked images that are super official. Now, the last one with the 3 cameras was the Mate 30. This is what we expect the Mate 30 Pro to look like, it having 4 cameras. Now, with the 4 camera array and this huge speaker, I am very interested to see how it will turn out. But I have to say, I'm not sure about this waterfall design. So overall, I will say I'm actually kind of glad that this part right here has gone down overall. I like that we have better grip in our cases. With this phone, you're really going back to like the S7 Edge, like the very sharp edge display, and I don't know if I would like to go back to that. Let me know what you guys think. I really rather have a better grip in my case than a curve all the way around screen, but that is some of the ways that the new Chinese manufacturers are really going over this next year, is kind of all around display. I am always more for having a case on my phone. I guess if you have a skin or something like that, you should be fine, but let me know your guys' thoughts. You guys like the idea of the screen going all the way this far back to the smartphone? Let me know in the comment section. The Galaxy Fold also does look like it is going to double, or not double, but basically it really increased their next batch of shipment. So as of right now, the only Galaxy Folds that have shipped have been in Korea, but I will say that as of right now, it looks like we will get a lot more because of the fact that that shipment did so well. They are going to up it to, it looks like 1 million Galaxy Folds across the world. Now Europe is getting it starting in 2 days on the 18th. Overall though, I'm really curious to see what the allocation for the US will be like. Now Korea is going to get another batch shipped as well, but I'm just really curious to see how much it'll do. These phones have gone on eBay for ridiculous amounts of money. Now they've been posted as high as like 25, 30, 40,000, but they have actually already sold, for 5,000 plus. So that's really interesting to see the demand of this. It makes me kind of think back and say like, well, maybe I should review this phone. I don't know if the videos are actually give views, but it gives me confidence that if I were to buy it, if I can buy it, granted, if I can buy it, maybe I could sell it and only take maybe $100, $200 hit, just because if the demand is high to get it on the resale market, possibly it just might work out. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see videos on the Fold? I know obviously like MKBHD and higher end YouTubers have already gotten in and checked it out, but let me know what your guys' thoughts are on these devices. Then we have the Pixel 4 announcement coming in October, and overall I will say that I'm not as excited for this in terms of the Pixel 4 because I feel like we already know everything about the device. I'm more excited to see what is going to be announced with it. Maybe we're going to get a watch announcement. Maybe we're going to get a new Google Home revamp. I feel like it's time to get one of those. And definitely time to revamp Android TV, especially if they want to make Stadia, you know, something real kind of out there and something that I think it's going to be better if you have a better version of Android TV to kind of host it on as well. But yeah, those are the things I'm really kind of interested in. It's not so much the Pixel, it's what's going to be announced with it, because I feel like we already know everything about the Pixel. Then we have Microsoft having their new Surface announcement. October 2nd will be the announcement for the Surface products. Now, I'm really curious to see if they do a Surface Go 2, because I myself did not care for the Surface Go as much, but I'm really curious to see what they would do for a Surface Go 2, because I think if they would bring the Surface Go all the way up to an i3 processor, I think it would do much better. Heck, maybe they might even want to try one of the Qualcomm processors. That one that Samsung has, the 822CX or something like that. One of those processors on there really might make it enticing for a Surface Go 2. So I'm really kind of curious to see. I'm sure we're gonna get the standard Surface Goes, you know, little bump up every year kind of thing. Maybe, pray to God, a Type-C charging connection, and finally, and that's just the Thunderbolt 3 for the pros. But we'll have to wait and see. I think it's time Microsoft kind of shakes it up a little bit, because I think they've kind of gotten stale at this point. I couldn't tell you much of the difference between the Surface Pro 4, 5, and 6, just because I feel like they were very similar. Then we finally are getting dark mode in the Google Assistant, guys. I'm very excited for this one. I have not gotten it yet, but it's something I've been checking daily. I could probably force it to update if I go to like apkmirror.com and find the latest version of it. But it's definitely something that I'm really excited for. Dark mode is just, it makes the phone look so much better, and I cannot wait to have dark mode everything. So I'm glad that Google keeps rolling this out. I just want Gmail, Google, Gmail needs dark mode. Please roll that in soon. But yeah, it's definitely excited to get more and more dark mode themes. And then I thought I'd bring this up. I bring it up, I think, every year, and I'm always just curious to see your guys' thoughts on this kind of phone. So this is Samsung's W series. It's only released in China, never released anywhere outside of it. But it's always a very interesting thing to me because it has the specs typically of the latest Note, and it always comes out with those same kind of specs, same processor, everything, like good quality cameras, everything like that. And this year it's going all the way up to 512 storage. It's just really kind of curious to see a premium flip phone get this kind of regards. Now, so it looks like it took a dip in terms of it will have the 845 processor, the 855 this year, if these rumors are to be believed. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah. So we'll have the Snapdragon 855 with 8 gigs of RAM, latest triple camera setup. So yeah, this series, by the way, the W series was the first one that had Samsung's variable aperture. So sometimes they try out different camera features or different features that will come to the S series on this phone first. So it's not been announced yet, but it's definitely coming over the next 2 months. And I'm just curious to see what do you guys think about a high-end flip phone. And what would be your guys' thoughts on it? These phones go for over $1,000 every single year. I think they range from about 1,500 and up, basically. So really, yeah, high-end phones, nothing inexpensive with these. But I'm just kind of curious on your guys' thoughts on high-end flip phone. All right, and the last bit of news is a rumor going around because of Evan Blass, and I will address it because I think a lot of people will be asking about this. So I'm going to read a verbatim Evan Blass post. Just heard a good rumor since it's from a solid source. Figured I'd share. Samsung said to be debating on Galaxy branding, including eliminating the distinction between the S and Notes lines. Could manifest different ways. Possible Galaxy 1 in lieu of the S11. I think Apple's already proved that people don't care if you put an 11, and they made their names ridiculously long. So I think that it's not necessary, but interesting concept, Galaxy 1 phone. But then what are you going to do? Galaxy 2? Galaxy 3? Then you're just getting rid of the S, I feel like. Or Galaxy 1, 2. Like, it's just, I don't like the name Galaxy 1, quite frankly. Expanding it a bit, apparently the discussions are more just on brand realignment since the S series and the Note series overlap so closely. There's definitely been a lot of people that have said that. One possible is simply to fuse them in the first half of the year, essentially the S series with an S Pen. So basically the Plus variant would have an S Pen. Assuming that the Fold performs according to expectations, that is. Because basically what would happen is that the Fold would take the place of the Note coming in the second half of the year. So the Galaxy Fold 2 would then come out in August, or be announced in August and come out in August typically, instead of the Note series, and the Note series would just be fused into one with the S series in February. Or announced in February, released in March. So yeah, so for one, do I think Samsung's actually thinking about this? There's been talk about this for the past 2 years. There's been talk about this since the S9, because when the S10 was coming out, they were like, I don't think they're going to call it the S10, and Samsung was rethinking about branding at that point. So this has been an ongoing discussion when it comes to Samsung. Do I think they're finally going to change it? I don't know. I mean, because the one thing I would worry about is the S10 Plus with S Pen, essentially the Note successor, going to be more money then? Because right now we have the standard Note 10 coming in at $949. If we're going to go more than that, then I want the prices to stay at the lower tier that they're at. I don't want them to keep going higher. So for me, I do not want them to fuse. I think they should stay separate, and if anything, you could put the Fold in between them. I think you could release the Fold every year around June, and I think you would dominate the full year for the most part then, that way. You have one announced in February, comes out in March, announced in May, comes out in June, announced in August, comes out by the end of August. So I think that that's a better way. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But yeah, those are my things about the fusion or not fusing the two lines of S series and Note series. Let me know what you guys thoughts in the comment section. All right, guys, now let's get to your questions. Again, I do apologize for any of the technical difficulties that we had in the beginning. that definitely weren't deleted thereafter. Okay. I will go back to the beginning just to see if there was anything besides the technical difficulties. What's up with the ultra wide wideband chip on the iPhone 11 Pro? Everyone's talking about. I have not really heard about a chip for the ultra wide. As far as I know, it looked like the same one from last year. The image processor, unless they changed it something. Did you hear Samsung said next year they will merge? Yeah, we talked about that. Also, 45-watt charger, only 4 minutes, faster, 0 to 100. I am actually going to be testing that out because I just got my 45-watt charger and I drained my phone all day, so it's at 15%. So I will be testing that out myself and comparing exactly how I do it from before. Did he give away his mic? I might have. I like if someone said, what? The fold hype has fizzled out? I don't think so, actually. The fold hype is increasing, actually, worldwide. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Alright. You had a busy day yesterday. Yes, I did. Yep, the stream just started. No problems at all. Exactly. I'm still loving the Tab S6 fingerprint reader actually works. Nice. I'm still debating on getting it or not. I think I'm waiting for it to go on sale, maybe. I don't know. I'll see. I think I could sell my Tab S4 for more, too. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'll sell my Tab S4 to see if I can get more than 200 for it. And then, yeah. Hi, Ricky. What do you use backing up your phone's videos, documents? Would you recommend cloud or external hard drives? How many backups do you need? Please advise me. Thanks. All of my photos and videos I back up with Google Photos. It has unlimited storage. So I think that is easily the best way to back up all your photos and videos. Will it be at 4K? No, it downgrades it to 1080p and it downgrades it to 16 megapixels. So yeah. In terms of backing it up other ways, obviously if you have an SD card, you can back it up on there. I also, have so many Google backups that in terms of my text messages, my phone calls, and things of that those all back up through Google Cloud Storage. I also have those things backed up through Samsung Cloud Storage when I use a Samsung phone as well. So I would say, a good amount of cloud storage backup for the most part. Other than that, I mean, I really just, like, if I have a phone with an SD card, I will move that over. Except with the Note 10 Pro, I actually didn't move that SD card over, but I still have it. So, I mean, it's ready when I need it. So yeah, that's, for the most part, what I would say when it comes to it. I use cloud storage mainly, and you can't always back it up. And they have backups. So, like, both LG and Samsung, I know for a fact, have a backup that you can use on your computer. So Samsung is Smart Switch, LG, I think it's called LG Bridge, and basically you can back up your entire phone. Now that only will restore it with another LG or Samsung, so it can't restore with any phone, but it's just a nice way to back up their phone specifically. Of course, Apple, you can back it up with theirs as well. What is nanocell tech in TV screens? What is the difference makes in OLED? So nanocell tech. I'm not sure about nanocell. I feel like that's, which one is nanocell? Isn't that LG's version of LED, like, that they use? Let me see. Yeah, that's just LG's branding for LED TVs. That's just their LED TV. OLED is better energy efficiency, better brightness, and better overall, period. The only thing that's going to be better than OLED is a micro LED. And now QLED and some possibly, I'm not sure if NanoCell can do it too, but can get sometimes bright, even brighter, arguably, than OLED. Um, but it's not as dark, and you want to be both. So yeah, it's all this stuff going on with it. So I would say the only thing that's going to be better than OLED overall is going to be micro LED, but that's still not ready for another 2 years to go mainstream. Don't get me wrong, there are micro LED TVs out there. They're just very expensive right now. I have a Huawei Mate. I have a Huawei P30 Pro. When the 1 month ban is up, I can still use Google Play Store. I don't know. I don't want to lose all that money. Yes, you can still use all of it. They will continue to be supported through updates and everything. You just can't get a new phone with it. So that's more of it. Did you pre-order the 11 Pro? Yes, I did. Verizon is getting the OnePlus phones in 2020. I think that's a good move. That's interesting, actually. I didn't know that they were, because that would be like 3 carriers then. So that's great that it's expanding. The music in the background is funky. I like it a lot. What's the name of the song, please? It's actually in the description. All the songs that I always are in the videos are always in the descriptions. I have to do that. It's at the very bottom. LG G6, I am considering buying it from eBay brand new, but I'm worried about the boot loop. Is it really worth it? Look, to be honest, I mean, that's hit or miss, right? Sometimes they've had boot loop issues, LG phones in general. I feel that have had those issues in the past. The G6 was one of them. The G5 was another one. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had them. I haven't had the issues. I haven't had a problem. I've had the G6, I've had the G7, and I've had the G8. I haven't had any boot loop issues, but I've had a lot of people that have. So I don't know what to tell you on that. It's kind of a roll of the dice, I guess you could say. Maybe if eBay has the protection plan you could buy, maybe get that with it, so it protects your investment. Finally upgrade to Note 10 from my Note 8. Whoa, hey MFX, how do you like it? By the way, thank you for that super chat earlier, MFX. It did not get my attention on time, but thank you for that super chat letting me know about my mic. I say the word super chat and I get another one. Thank you so much for the super chat, Omar. Tell your wife she's blessed. Thank you, Omar. I really appreciate the super chat. I really do appreciate it, and I will let her know definitely after the show. Let's see. Oh, sorry if I didn't mention it. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. Thank you for great videos. You are the best tech YouTuber, hands down. Thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that. Galaxy Fold. Yep, I definitely want some videos, your thoughts, review, etc. I decided to wait until the 2nd gen Fold, get some of the bugs out. I definitely agree with that. I have dark mode Gmail. Play Store is using third-party overlay. It's awesome on my Note 9. I'm probably going to force to get it tonight. Can't be without it for too long. Ricky, I'm a Note user for years. What's your thoughts on the Mate X? I love the Fold design. Not the Galaxy Fold, though. Should I buy the Mate X? The Mate X, I would wait till it's announced first, because as of right now, not announced, but like everything is announced. What I mean by that, like the release date, the price, everything. Because my big thing about the redesign of the Mate X is really going to be the fact, is it going to have Google Apps or not? If it's not, I just can't justify it. I would really want to see how good all the Google Apps work on it before I would buy it. Didn't you say that last year that the S and Note merger? Yes, I did. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's past 2 years now. We've been talking about it. Guys, support RCKY, the Tech Guy. Hit the like button. Hitting the like button definitely helps out. If any of you guys are watching, can hit it. It definitely helps out the channel. On eBay, what is an open box smartphone? Any good buying open box smartphones on eBay? I wouldn't mind buying an open box. An open box typically means that it was opened and used. It could have been used for a couple of days. It could have been a display. It could have been a purchased and returned to a store, and now that store is selling it. Those are examples of open boxes. S10 Plus or Note 10 Plus? Can't decide. Which one do you prefer? I love my Note 10 Plus, but I will definitely say you can get an S10 Plus for probably a really good deal right now. So both are good decisions. Overall, I love my Note 10 though. I love having my pen back. I missed it so much. I say that every year, but it's true. I actually highlight everything with my pen, so I need my pen. It is very interesting. I suppose it would be a mouthful of a phone. The Samsung Galaxy S17 Pro Plus 1. How good or secure is the Google Play Store on Samsung? From Apple, FYI. 99% of any viruses or spyware or anything like that do not come from the Google Play Store. So they come from outside of the Google Play Store. Typically when you download apps outside of it. So yeah, it's pretty much just as safe as Apple. And it doesn't have as many of the text message issues that Apple has with their hacks. Not to say that it's safer, but in terms of security, both of them are definitely on par with each other. Now, with Google, you'll get on their Play Store sometimes ad pop-ups, which just remove that app, and you won't have that anymore. People do make really cheap apps that basically all they want to do is get ad revenue from it. So they'll have pop-ups all the time, so you accidentally click an ad, and then once you accidentally click an ad, it gets them revenue. So that's what they want. Do you think DxO Mark will rate the new iPhone camera higher than the Note 10 Plus? I doubt it. I haven't really seen that good of results from it on the preliminary ones, but we'll have to wait and see. Well, will we ever get a Fold at a reasonable price? Oh yeah, definitely. The Folds are only going to go down in price from here, so I mean, I think you're going to get cheaper and cheaper Folds. I think you're going to get a Fold for $1,000 in about 2 years. What are your top picks for budget phones? I need a backup phone. What's your budget? That's the question, right? I mean, I feel for a $500 price point, the best one is the Red Magic 3. For a $400 price point, your best bet is Pixel 3a. For $300, the Samsung Galaxy A20, I think, is around $300. Because I think the A50 is $350. So maybe the A20, and then for like around the $200 price range, you're looking at more of the Moto G7. So yeah, it depends on your budget. They also could call it something like X1 regarding the S series or Note series. So you're just calling it X instead of S and Note, basically. Hey, Ricky, still waiting on the video where you're going to do the reasons why you do not use an SD card on the Note 10 because of the speed difference. Yes, Andrew. Well, as you may have known, I did get a new job, and it has definitely taken up a lot of my time, especially when, you know, you have a boss that goes on vacation, and then you're just like, you have to take over everything and kind of, yeah, make sure everything runs afloat. And definitely well-deserved vacation. But yes, we're basically going to tag in and out. As soon as he comes back, I'm possibly going to have my kid. So yeah, should be fun. But yes, I have a backlog of videos to do. Yes, I will do that again. I feel like I'm just going to repeat myself. The more and more I thought about doing that video, the more and more I thought about just checking out, like, I'm basically redoing a bit of my Note 9 video with the 512 storage hidden feature. If you go check out that one, Note 9 512 storage hidden feature, Um, it really is similar to that, where I break down the speeds of the internal storage, speeds of the memory card, and that's only increased dramatically on the Note 10. So yeah, is Samsung silicone cover good? Case any good? I don't like them. I don't like little silicone covers. Are you getting the fold? I definitely am leaning towards not getting the fold, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. Could you review the Galaxy A50? You know, it's funny. Another YouTuber friend of mine and myself were just talking about reviewing that device, and I am definitely debating on it. So yeah. Um, they're replacing the Note with the S Phone, and the Fold kind of replacing the Note. It should come with an S Pen. The Fold will not come with an S Pen just because you can mark it up with the pen if you tap it too hard. And then it's plastic, it's not glass, so that won't work. I have the S3, and I have aim health issues. Is it worth to get the Active 2, or should I stay with the S3? Don't have the money, to be honest, to buy it. I mean, if you don't have the money, then don't stress on it. But the Active 2 does, yes, have some better health tracking features. So if you want those features, save up for it, take your time with it. It's not something you have to get right away, right? It's something you can wait and save up for if you want it, and if it lines in with your health concern. I'm not saying it's going to save your life. It could come in handy, but I mean, just make sure you do what you do for your health. That's the main part. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions flooded. Everybody drink. What's the best VR out there? I'm watching videos. I'm not into gaming. Well then just go for the best resolution. I'm not sure what that currently is right now. I would assume the Oculus Quest is probably going to be it, but I know a new Vive just came out, but Oculus I think has the best library in terms of being able to watch entertainment, such as videos, your own videos, or sports or anything like that. So I would say go with the Oculus Quest is probably going to be the best one to get. If there are ones with better resolution, then maybe check out those. But you want an OLED with a 1440p display is the way you want to go per lens. Hi Ricky, I'm not talking about phone storage. I have 300 gig of lifetime photos and videos on OneDrive. However, P Cloud offers a lifetime cloud storage. Would you say it's worth it? I mean, yeah, you can have as many redundancies as you want. Redundancies are very important. So, yeah, I would totally, if you want to have more backups, by all means, you should have as many backups as possible. I'm also loving my Note 10 Plus, worth it from the Note 8. I completely agree, and my wife would as well. AR dead? No, AR is going to only go up, and I will tell you how, because I am reviewing this. I'm going to be unboxing this tonight and probably going to be wearing it over the next few days. These are the North Smart Glasses. I did post it on Instagram a couple weeks ago when I was taking a look at them. So yeah, Focals by North. So North is a brand, Focals is a brand for these glasses, and I got this little box too from it. But yeah, gonna be unboxing this tonight. It'll probably post Wednesday, but I am so excited for these. These are like the Google glasses I never got. So definitely excited to see how this is gonna go down. Let's see. Did you see Samtime's parody video of the iPhone 11 Pro? I don't think so. To be honest, I didn't care for his Note 1 as much. It's just different comedy. So, but yeah, I haven't checked that one out, no. Wow, Matthew, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. always on point with awesome answers. AIM was supposed to be health. Sorry, loopy from the meds. Well, definitely relax. Hope you know take care of yourself. That's all you need to do. That's the main idea to always take care of your health stuff before we get into so much tech stuff. Priorities. What's your thought about the Mate 30 Pro? I am very excited for it. I am very curious about it. I want to see if it's going to have Android apps built into it or what it's going to go down when it comes to it. So yeah, I'm very excited for it, but I'm very curious to see what's going to happen to it more than anything. Apple Arcade was released in beta today. Yes, I know. I was starting to see some of the games and all that kind of stuff. Not really games for me, to be honest. I didn't see much excitement in the launch games, but curious to see how they'll go from there. What's Apple Arcade? It's a subscription service for $5 a month for a family so I think up to 5 people or something like that. To use basically a subscription service for some games that you can play on an app called Apple Arcade on iOS devices. And most of the games don't need touchscreen either. They can be working with the PS4 controller or Xbox controller. What was your favorite B-Day shower gift? That's a butter. I don't know. They were all pretty important. I mean, like, as we get all these gifts, it's just like, okay, now like I need to assemble half of them this upcoming weekend. Just build them out. So it's just all of them are gonna, like, all of the gifts that I picked for the baby registry, I took time to research all of them. Like, there wasn't a gift on my registry that I didn't take at least an hour or maybe half an hour on some of them to really research and like find out which one was the best for each category and what did I need. It's my first baby, so it's preparing for that. I've heard you cannot be ready for that, and that's very different for me because I'm a planner. I like to plan out everything, and I like to do that. I'm good at trying to adapt at everything, but yeah, it's just trying to be prepared. I had so many gifts that I really needed, and I knew I needed. Obviously, like cribs, strollers, car seats are the big ones, but there's so many like little ones that you want to be able to stop the baby from crying. You want to be able to take care of my wife, and like all these different things that I know I will need. So definitely, just hope to be ready as I can be. We'll have to wait and see, though. Love the Note 10 Plus, but will definitely be upgrading to the Note 11 Plus next year. The new tech just came out, wasn't ready for the Note 10. Yes, I think the camera zoom will finally be there next year. I cannot wait for it. 5 times optical minimum needed. How was the baby shower? The baby shower was really fun. It was a really great time, and definitely I had a blast. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law planned out pretty much most of it, so it went really smooth, and all the fun activities they had. My mom hosted it at her house, and took a lot of stuff. I got the food, so it was great. I couldn't have asked for a better friends and family gathering. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions loaded, and the super chat just loaded. Everybody drink. Tana, so lit, asks, what's up, Bricky? Love your content, longtime subscriber and creator. Would love to collab one day. Hey, always email me. I'm always up for it as long as it makes sense, and timing is always the biggest thing with me. One of the coolest YouTubers I met recently was Juan Carlos Bagnell. It's always a thing of timing. I think it's always like, oh, can we make it work or can we make it not? Trying to figure out something is always difficult to do, but I think it's pretty cool when it works out. Check out Snap-on Kickstarter. Badass kickstand comes out next month. Let me see this. Snap-on Kickstarter. From Snapcaps? Oh, for the baby. So it's like a bib that goes on their head. Yeah, it looks like a bib that goes on their head. Oh, that reminds me. I don't have it with me right now, but there is a really amazing handmade quilt that I'm going to highlight next week. And I'll probably highlight it in some other videos too. But it was from one of our viewers. She made it for the baby, and it was so nice. Everyone was like awed by it. So I'll definitely highlight that next week. It was really nice. So yeah. That just reminded me of it. 820 budget, yeah, 820 is going to be good. So you can get it the 820 for 157. If you can't get the 850 for around a lower price, definitely check that out too. 850 is going to be, I think, it has the triple camera instead of the double camera, or it has something else that the 820 doesn't have. But I remember I was like, oh, that's worth it. What's up, YouTube guy? I think that the Galaxy A series is a sleeper phone line so far in 2019. I think it is, because Samsung is really not marketing it, but they're really competitive. Worth to buy a full pack of Note 10 Plus? I'm not sure what you mean by a full pack. Full price? I would never. I try to buy nothing full price. At least get a discount or a trade-in or something. Galaxy Watch 46mm is perfect, bro. I do love the Galaxy Watch, but I did pre-order the Galaxy Watch Active 2, so I'll be getting that in soon. Just use your carrier, put down the new watch, and make month payments. There you go. Sipping on a jug of water. It's hot. What do you think about the Active 2? I haven't got mine in yet, but should be getting it in soon. If I want to show off, the best phone to show off in. What's the best phone to show off in? The best phone to show off in this year is easily going to be the Galaxy Fold or the Mate X. Like, they're foldable phones. They're awesome. This is like, I told my wife that, and she called me out on it. She was like, "Babe, I want this Galaxy Fold." She was like, "You just wanted to show off." I'm like, "What's your point?" like, I love being that guy. I am that guy. I should be that guy, right? But yeah, foldable phones are definitely the way to show off. If you want to show off this year, that's the way to do it. I don't care if you have an iPhone 11 Pro. Someone's going to turn their head if you have a Galaxy Fold. They'll be like, "Oh, that's the Fold." It gets people attention. I will. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe that's what we should do. I should have someone film me walking in with a Galaxy Fold into an Apple store just to see if people ask me questions about it. Maybe that's what we should do. Hey, how would you guys watch that video? Would you guys watch that video? I would just walk into random Apple stores and start opening up the Galaxy Fold and like comparing it to the and having just see if people stop and talk to me and having someone else record it. Would you watch that video? Let me know in the comment section down below right now. I wrote the Note 10, but I have... Oh, sorry. God, yeah, you have the Note 10 Plus. Next 360 camera coming soon. You know, it's funny. I just found... I was cleaning out my trunk, and I found the original 360 camera. I have the second one, too. I think that's somewhere in my room over here. But, yeah, I found the first one. I'm like... Should I throw this away? I'm like, I just ended up keeping it, but I'm just like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, kind of like, just like, I have no use for this. I really need to start like donating. I feel like old tech, and I'm talking about old tech. Like for example, the first, the 360 camera. The first one was not that good, but it's a 360 camera. Like donated to like something along the lines of. Salvation Army or something like that. I think I'm gonna start doing that with like old tech, like yeah. What's your favorite game on Android? My favorite game on Android is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It's the one I play every day. That's my favorite game. I mean, I have a bunch of them right now. Let me go through a list of all the games I have currently downloaded on. Pokemon Masters, Duel Links, Fortnite, PUBG, Delicious World, Blades, Risk, Burger Shop 2. Uh, 51st date questions, you know. And speaking of 51st date questions, it is the app that we created. So if you want to play the best game on Android and iOS, not on the Apple Arcade, but it is free anyway. 51st date questions, definitely download it, play it with your significant other or first time date, and you will have so much fun. I've had nothing but great reviews for it, thankfully. So hopefully you can go out on a date and enjoy yourself with it. Pokemon Go, Tetris, Doombad. Doombad is a really good tower defense game that is I felt like was really under the radar. Castle Doombad. Check that one out if you like castle defense games. Probably my favorite one. Dominoes, 4-player reactor, a really good one for multiplayer. Even kids can play it. Really good. Asphalt 9, Toon Blast, Cooking Mama, Nuvia Arcade, Hustle Castle, Property Brothers, Crazy Cooking. That's all. Oh, another good one is Devil's Attorney. That was probably my favorite game of all time on Android, but they've never made a part 2. Devil's Attorney was just a fun, like, low-key strategy game. Not like you don't have to be the smartest person to get it, but it's a fun game, and I like the personality of it. If you want a cool game, Devil's Attorney was probably one of my most fun old school games, and it's like 4 years old I think now, but it's still like every probably year or two I'll still go back, play it all the way through. It's a fun game. Amazon delayed my gift. Still no update from them. Oh, okay. I thought I saw you on the registry, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I thought I saw you when I was putting all the names down, but I could be wrong. But because I didn't put if I got the gift, I just put if a gift was purchased. So I put all of those in there. But yeah, if it hasn't come in, that's fine, obviously. YouTube, enjoy your channel. Appreciate the honest, genuine opinions and thoughts. You don't sugarcoat it. You sell or sell out. You keep it real. Keep up the great work and continue success. Yeah. It's so funny you said it too, because like one time, like I was saying, like I said something on Mobile Weekly like along the lines like, "Hey Samsung, if you want to send me," and I'm just saying, just I said something along the lines for the Galaxy Fold, and people took that as like, "Oh my God, you're a shell, like you're gonna give them a good review just because they're Samsung or whatever." I'm like, guys, you have to realize like when I'm joking, and yeah, like I mean, no matter what, I'm not gonna kind of like when it comes to a review, I don't sugarcoat a review. I've had like, and legit, like I've had people that wanted to sponsor it. And so for sponsored video, they would want approval first, right? And I said, okay, but if you don't approve it, I still want to get paid partially for basically, what I did in terms of time and effort, right? And so some people have stiffed me on that because I didn't say the best thing. I mean, I thought I said good things about their product. I didn't sugarcoat the bad parts. And they were like, yeah, we can't publish this. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to lie. So that's my review. If you don't like it, then it won't be published. But I'm not going to change it just for your approval. So that's my stance on the whole thing. What's your opinion on the Nubia Alpha smartwatch? I have not. Or wait, is the Nubia Alpha one the one that like was a bendable smartwatch that went all the way around? Yes, it was. I heard unfortunately not good things about it, and I love the Nubia, some of the Nubia branding and ZTE branding. So nothing against them, but I heard not the best things about it. So yeah. Apple updated the watch just for always on display. Yeah, for the latest smartwatch, yes. When are Marvel theme cases coming out for the Note 10? They just started coming out, actually. Some of them you can now buy on the Galaxy Store. So it should be coming in. So yeah. Some football talk. I have a Note 10 Plus. I'm using an SD card only for movies, a lot of pictures. All apps are on the phone storage. Take it out, I guarantee it'll move faster. Just give it a day, and I guarantee it'll move faster once it realizes there isn't an SD card anymore. Also, best feature I like is multiple recording on iPhone 11. Yeah, I mean that's what I've always loved about Samsung with their photo taking. That when you take a photo with like the blurred image, it takes both. So I've always liked that too. Do you think the Active 2 will come out before October 3rd? Yeah, I do. Note 10 Plus or a Glow I showing off. Yeah, hey, that's or a Glow is definitely show off. So I think a lot of you guys like the. I think a lot of you guys like the going into an Apple store with a fold video. Let's do it. I volunteer to be your cameraman for free. Let's hit those Apple stores. Oh man, that would be so fun. I would totally do it too. I will say this. I've gotten kicked out of an Apple store before. So it wouldn't be the first time if I get kicked out of it again. Heck yeah, I would love to see you walk in an Apple store with the Galaxy Fold. That would be an epic video. Yes, I would love to watch the video. I would love to see Apple users squirm. I want to see you walking in the Apple store, showing off your Galaxy Fold, seeing Apple fans react. Raffle the old tech. Donate to schools, not Goodwill. Oh, that's an interesting thing. If I could donate old tech to schools, I would have to find a school that would want it. Also, if you really want to show off, get your Rigsby 316, or sorry, Rigsby 116 HD loaded best game 51st date questions. There you go. She didn't even have to say. Whoa, a lot of games. Yeah, I have a lot of games on my phones. Not that I play all of them. I just have them all there. I always use them for like demoing and stuff like that. Like when I want to do a gaming review or something like that. So they're just always on there. Like I know which ones I need to get out to do. Does Galaxy Fold have a glow color like the 10 Plus? No, it's only black and white for what I know. We don't have to. Hey Ricky, I think Samsung needs 120 hertz refresh rate on the S11, especially Samsung putting 90 hertz on Huawei devices and Pixel devices along with the Rogue and Asus phones. What's your take on it? I definitely think they need a minimum of 90 hertz display. I would love them to get to 120 hertz. What I would do is this. On the normal, say if it is S11, right? On the S11, do a 90 hertz display. On the Note, do a 120 hertz display. That's what I would do. Also, LOL total. Also, totally not salty. I didn't hear any Dragon Ball games on the list. LOL. You know, I was mad with that. So I used to play the Dragon Ball. What is it? The main Dragon Ball game on Android, and I'm pretty sure it's on iOS too. The Dunko or whatever. I forgot what it's called. But I used to play that game. The problem is they just don't back up with the Galaxy. They don't back up with Google Play games. Like, why wouldn't you use that cloud service to back up everything? I should be able to sign in and that automatically loads it. And it could now, but at the time, all my progress, everything that I did, it was right before the Dragon Ball Super character showed up. I was like really, really high on every character I had. And it didn't transfer. So yeah. Dokkan Battle. Dokkan Battle, I was so high up there. It was right before all the super characters came in. I was so high on that, and it didn't transfer over. So I lost my entire progress because, like, you had to do this way of transferring it, and you have to understand, I transfer phones every 6 months. Like, it's yeah. So yeah, waiting for the new Sony MX4s to drop. Sorry, I didn't mention it in their recent event. Yeah, Sony, I mean, I'm really curious. Will that still release this year? Do they normally release it at the end of the year? I guess they are usually there before CES, so yeah, they should be there before. What's a good wireless charger? Any brand you recommend? I typically like Samsung or iAudi for wireless charging. I think they both do a really good job. So those are the two that I really recommend. Apple is reopening their newly uh, renovated flagship on in NYC. Interesting, huh? Yeah. Curious what it'll look like. Are they going to change the design? I heard that GameStop is going to change all their store designs. So that's pretty interesting. I heard that gonna merge the Note and Galaxy next year. It's really going to affect one phone next year instead of two. We talked about the beginning and what I think about it. I used to play Devil's Attorney 2. I'm gonna look for it tomorrow and install it on my phone, play it again. Wow, I've forgotten about the game. That was such a good game. It was such a good game. Everyone, homework this week. Play Devil's Attorney and get back to me next week. Let me know if you like the game. I don't even God, I would just love for a part 2. Like it could have been probably not like an Angry Birds, but it could have gotten up there. Like that game, if they had kept going, could have just done so well. If you know any game like Devil's Attorney, by the way, if you play it in any game like Devil's Attorney or like Castle Doombad, I really like those wacky kind of games. If you guys know any of them like that, please let me know next week. Hey Ricky, when is the 45 watt Samsung Note 10 Plus charging coming up? I just got my charger today, so I'm going to charge my Note 10 Plus. It's at 14% battery, so I'm going to kill it and then charge it and see how fast it charges compared to the 25 watt, because I did the 25 watt one a while back, and we'll show you guys the results in a video. 2 weeks for the Galaxy Watch Active 2. Can't wait. I'm very curious about mine too. Did Mario Kart and COD release yet for the USA? No, they did not. I am pre-registered on both, but neither has released yet for the US. Alright guys, I think we are going to call it a show. Thank you very much for all of you guys tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, for a special Monday episode. And thank you for letting me know about the technical difficulties, even though I saw them too late. Thank you guys always so much for watching. Make sure you give that like thumbs up button before you leave. It definitely helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you again for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.